This video is to show how to use the BYK-Gardner crosscut tester. Enclosed in the box are three items in this case, as this is the 5120 crosscut tester. First we have the handle with the blade mounted, a brush, and a magnifier that has two different lenses that can be used separately or combined for different magnification levels. Also included in the kit is a roll of Permacell tape that is not shown here. But first let's look at the crosscut tester and the blade. This model has a blade which is called the six-sided blade. And the reason for that is, if we take this thumb screw out, you can see the first blade is the one I'm pointing to here. Let's tighten this up. And if we were to do a test, a crosscut test now, I'll use this BYK chart as an example. It would be placed in this position and pulled, and then we'd rotate the sample page 90 degrees and pull it again to get our cutting. That's using this set of blades. Now, after many cuts, and depending on your sample and substrate would determine how many cuts that is, but eventually these tips will dull. And so what we'd want to do is use a new set of tips. And to do that, I'd loosen this thumb screw, and I can rotate the blade to reveal a new set. Okay? So now we're cutting with this set, a whole new set of tips. Now, obviously, with the three notches here, I've got three sets of tips. But once I've done those, now I can turn it over, and now I'm using the three sets of tips on the opposite side of each notch. Hence, I can say that it's a six-sided cutter. Now each cutter has six little grooves and then the two guides here, but effectively I'm making the cut with this tip, and then when that one wears out, this tip, when that one wears out, this one, and then I can turn it around and now I've got three more. So that's the six-sided cutter that we talk about in the manual. And this little guide bar just indexes it, so when you put the axle through here, and the washer on the outside, now we can line it up, tighten up the screw, and we're ready for our cut. Notice that the blades are on a bit of a pivot here. That's so I don't have to be so critical on how I push down to do my pull, because this will line itself up to the cardstock. So if I do the cut correctly, it's easiest to do it in this direction. Do a pull and get the cut. Rotate it 90 degrees, pull and cut. And you'll see, it's difficult to see in this lighting, but you can see the scratches that I've made. One direction, then 90 degrees in another direction. And that's the basic use of the crosshatch cutter.